feel at the 777 we work in a partnership with nature. That includes starting with bison, evolved into holistic management, which includes soil, plants, animals, and the people who work here. That's the partnership. It's a whole, and you've got to have all of it to make it work. I feel we have a living classroom, and I believe in what we do, and I think the only way to get the word out and show people that holistic management does work, and it can make a difference. And that's one reason why we do put on holistic management courses out here. It's living proof you can be sustainable and profitable using this type of management.
I've been peripherally involved over the years, certainly not guiding that process along the way all the time. And that's kind of exciting to get these snapshots of, wow, I haven't been here in 2 years. Look at the difference. Whereas if you're here day to day, it's kind of like watching your kids grow up. You don't notice it. Nature takes time because it builds in a process. So when you start getting more of the soil surface covered with plants and litter, more water goes in. As more water goes in, that promotes more soil life. More soil life promotes more mineral breakdown. That promotes more grass growth. That can promote more insects, birds, and it's sort of a progressive thing that happens. It gets set back with droughts, fire, floods, prairie dogs, whatever it is. But the animals all benefit from that, and we have to weather the storm. And so anyways, that process takes the P word, which is patience, and that's something we humans are really not that good at.
13 years ago, I was a take half, leave half traditional agriculture kind of guy, and all of this hippie, happy grass, rotational grazing didn't really resonate with me because I've seen it fail in the past. My job here as a manager is pretty easy because we don't really manage the buffalo. We manage the grass. The buffalo manage themselves. So that makes my job pretty easy as a manager. Everything I get comes from this land. All the dollars that I put in my pocket as a paycheck, everything that I buy comes from grass. And if we don't care about the ecosystem, it's almost like not caring about yourself, because everything I've got here with me right now, except for 2 items that I have when I first came here, has gotten from grass. And the reason that I've gotten it from grass is because we converted it into bison.
I have seen the grass come back tremendously over 30 years, going through 2 7-year droughts. I've seen the diversity increase. That's been the biggest joy for me. When you have an increase in plant diversity, not just grass but forbs, you're bringing a candy store to the bison. So now they have a bigger selection of plants that they can choose from and get the most nutrition they need. They know what they need, and if you can give them a candy store so they can pick their favorite piece of candy, you know, their performance is going to do better. You don't want to just have, you know, a Reese cup when you could have Twix and Snickers and Dutch chocolate and Nutella, you know? Maybe you don't feel like Reese cup today, but you feel like Nutella. Or maybe you need a potato chip, who knows?
I moved here 4 or 5 years ago from Indiana. I worked on a hog farm. Never seen a buffalo in my life until I got out of the truck the day I showed up here. Never seen the place before, never been this far west of the Mississippi River. Everything's kind of a circle of life out here. Animals depend on the bison depend on other animals, and even throughout the seasons, they coexist together, you know, working with each other. I mean, I've never really been out with the bison and not seen a pronghorn with them. They go hand in hand.
I started working here when I was a sophomore in high school, about 5-6 years ago. I started hearing bits and pieces about holistic management from Mortz and Mimi and Justin, and I started going to a couple classes, and I grabbed hold of it. I fell in love with it, and I started realizing that it's all one piece of a whole picture. Since I've started here, I've seen continuous improvements through the use of holistic management. There's better plant diversity, there's better wildlife diversity, and it's flourishing. After working here for so long, I have a new respect for land management and this ecosystems in a whole. Before, I never really cared why it was green out or how much grass you're getting or what animals are eating. I didn't even understand pasture rotations or the importance of it. But now I understand what it means to keep your ecosystem up and keep everything in a way where even after we're gone, it's going to keep going. And that's really important to me now.
The people that are here and committed, the biggest challenge that I see in most ranching operations today, everyone tells me, I can't find good help, I can't, whatever. It's a really special thing to see the people that are here and how committed they are and want to make things happen. And they're taking as much lead along with their leader. They're going together. That's pretty special.
We need to plan our grazing for the growing season, so we need to go over any concerns or ideas that you guys have.
I'm gonna have to move around the prairie dog poisoning. And then I've got holes open everywhere on the water lines.
Right, and we didn't get to move them through the corrals like we wanted to either.
No, not yet.
I have seen a huge change in this ranch in the 30 years that I've been doing my transects, planning my grazing, buying into holistic management. And it hasn't always been easy because some of the teams I've had before the team I have now didn't buy into it. And the team I have now is probably, I'm the luckiest person in the world to have the people I work with. We're a great team. Each brings something to the table. And it took me a long time to get these gentlemen to embrace what I believe in, including the importance of a coyote running across the prairie and letting it live instead of shooting it. Everything is part of this environment out here, and we have to have it. If we're going to promote healthy soils and healthy grass, we got to have every component. Buffalo are our tools, and they work with us. They're part of our team.
The 777 team and I want to get the land back to its natural state. We want to see it how it was 200 years ago. You know, if there wasn't fences, that'd be great, because I'd love to see these things just roam everywhere, the bison. But we get people that come out here and have no idea what a holistic management is, and they're still practicing the ways their granddaddy's daddy did it, because that's just the way it's been done. They don't have the mindset to do it differently.
We need to earn a living out of this and earn the best living that we can in the right way and do it the right way. And then leave it for somebody else who can earn a living out of it and earn it the right way. Because if we take the short-term gains from this, we're just screwing the next guy. And that's not right.
I think it's not comfort that makes people want to change. I think it is, I'm uncomfortable, things are not going well, the land isn't getting healthier, we're not making money, we're not getting along, whatever it is, we need to change. But it's much better if you don't get to a point of desperation in having to make those changes. It's much better if you're saying, you know, let's try something different and see if we can't keep tweaking this thing and get to where we're all comfortable and where we need to go.
I think there's a lot of hope right now in agriculture. I think there's an awareness and people want to take care of the land better. We have abused it, and I know we can take better care of it. And I'm just a very small piece, and I know I could do a better job. But to me, I want to be able to see green needlegrass. I want to be able to see dung beetles. I want to be able to see long-billed curlews. I want to share that with the next generation. I want to share it with my nieces and nephews. I want to share it with my team's kids when they have kids. It's important that they know what was here and that it's not all about machines and chemicals and money. You can do it simply, and Mother Nature is complex, but it's also simple. And the bison have totally helped us. They have taught me a lot about how everything works together, what they like. I mean, they evolved with prairie dogs. They evolved out here. How can they not be the best teachers? This is 30 years of practicing, and you can see the results. And we're still continuing. It's an ongoing thing. It'll be a life journey for me.